Hello YouTubers, this is Steve from Slayer 3-in-1. Today I picked up a Sig 365 XL. It's a beautiful handgun. It's got a fiber optic tritium in front and it's got basically night sights capability. This XL also has capability of getting the sights replaced with red dot optics. This has a 3.7-inch barrel and the overall length is about 6.6 inches and the height is about 4.5 inches. Thickness wise is about 1.1. Pretty good for shooting long distance. I'm able to shoot this 50 yards very easily, very accurately, and it's not as heavy as all the other handguns that I have, so I'm really happy with this. Today I'm going to show you how to replace out this rear sight with the red dot sight. When you look at it initially, there are no screw holes to remove the sights. So let me show you how I do it. First I slide. There's nothing in the chamber, gun is empty. I'm going to push the lever down, do the field strip. Keep the frame down. You're not going to use the frame. And all you're going to do is work on the slide. Okay. I don't need to remove it, but I'm taking it out so that less hassle for me to work with this. So if you look underneath here, there are two holes that you see here. That hole uses a very small bit. If you buy a DEWALT bit, it's basically a 564 bit that you can buy from Home Depot. If you try to use an Allen wrench, the kits that you have, Allen wrench kits, you would not be able to get this removed. The reason why is the Allen wrench doesn't have the downward force that you need with this bit. So using this bit, you put your weight downwards and crack open the Loctite, because these are put with Loctite, so it's very difficult to remove it. You try to use a regular Allen wrench, the head of the Allen wrench will slip. So you need something with a driver to take the 564 to drive it out. So I'm going to drive it out right now. I've already broken the seal already, but I'm just going to take it out right now. You only need this sight if you're going to sell this sight next time. So save these two screws and the sights that you remove in a safe place, so that when you basically sell the handgun, you can basically have that. I'm going to take the screws out. There are two long screws in here. Come on out. Okay. So you have two of that. You have the rear plate and the sight. This is a metal sight. You can see it's a metal sight. It's not plastic. Metal. Okay. So we don't need all of this anymore. So you have this sight, and what you're going to do right now is I'm going to install the Romeo 0 sights, red dot sights on it. Okay. So I've already taken that out of the package. It comes in this tiny little pouch. What's in this pouch? You have this tiny little hex wrench to align the laser so that you can use a ball scope, put it in the barrel, line it up, then use this to tune the red dot to the ball scope. This is going to be used for mounting the screws for the Romeo 0 sight. Okay? It comes with two sets of screws. The M3 is basically what you're going to use for Sig Sauer pistols. the M4 is used for something that's not Sig Sauer, so we don't need this because this is Sig Sauer 365. You're going to use a M3 screw set. You have also a battery that comes with it, and this little piece of tape. Okay, I've seen a lot of people make mistakes on trying to basically get this done, but I want to make sure that we don't repeat that same mistake. This is the plastic sides, the Romeo 0 sides plastic, very lightweight. And then what you're going to do is you're going to remove the battery out of its casing. The negative part goes into the base here. Okay, so the negative part faces down, the positive faces towards the metal part of the frame. This tape is to seal this down, not to put on the slide itself. A lot of people I've seen online basically put on the slide. It's not to be put on the slide, it's to be put on here to hold the battery in place. Okay, so what we can do right now is to remove. It breaks off the tips. One side is plastic, the other side is tape. I'm going to take that off, sorry. Wearing gloves and having a tough time to remove this. Okay. So you peel off the 3M part of it and peel off this tip here. Okay. So the sticky part goes down on here. These are the mounting screws, so this holes go on the mounting screw. So you line it up really nicely. Sorry, I'm blocking the view, but I had to do this. So the holes are kept free. The edges are also cut so that you can basically remove the tiny little piece there. So the mounting screws go here. This tape is to hold the battery in place when you put it on the slide. Okay. It locks down. Now we're going to use the Sig M3 screws. They've got Loctite in it, tiny little Loctite in it. How's things, YouTubers? How you guys managing COVID? Have all of you got your shots yet? I hope, basically, you know, most states are basically opening up vaccine sites as of April the 4th for anybody 16 years or older. So I hope all of you would take that opportunity to go and get your shots. You just want to tighten it slightly. You don't want to basically do a full tight. The other reminder from Sig is basically do not over tighten this because you'll cause an error in windage. So to keep that from happening, don't over tighten it, just hand tighten it enough. So I'll just hand tighten it enough. That's it, right? Don't use brute force to basically tighten it past that. Okie dokie. So you're back in action. I see the red dot. I don't know if this can be seen on the camera, but if you see it, great. You know, that's all it takes. You can co-witness this through this side, or the other way to do this is basically, let me give you an example. I'm going to put this back together again. So now we're going to talk about ball sighting and how you basically adjust the sights. Let me take out the Allen key, the tiny one. So you remove the magazine out of the 365. This is basically laser. You just put that laser into your chamber in the magazine. If you don't want to, you can put it in the slide itself. I usually put in the slide like this, right into the chamber, okay? You have that there. And then you remove the slide down. So if you look down here, you see the laser that's going through the ball itself, right? So when you place this against a distance that you want to basically sight it out for, say 20 yards, 30 yards, 50 yards, whichever you want to do it, you basically have this laser shooting down stream. Then you take these Allen key, that's basically you're going to use to adjust the windage and the elevation. Windage, elevation. So that's how you do minute adjustments. By the factory itself, I've done the bore sight, you don't need to do too much adjustments. It's slightly off. What the bore sight shows you may be on the left, and what the LED shows you might be on the right. So you have a slight parallax. Not the parallax in height, but parallax in the sight, windage wise, okay? So it's pretty easy to do bore sighting. I recommend anybody who's going to use a red dot sight as a single plane to do your focusing, because you want to acquire the target as fast as possible using a red dot sight. It's perfect for you. Functionality check. Empty magazine, put it and see if it locks the slide. It does lock the slide. Functionality works. Remove the slide. And the other beautiful thing about this, it's got a nice beaver tail over here. High grip. You have the slide lock here. You have the disassembly lever here. And the beauty of all the 6 that are coming out right now, they come with a straight trigger. And that gives you the chance of basically shooting accurately. This long slide, if you're really good at it, you can shoot 100 yards. I am good at it up to 50 yards. Okay, I'm not good at 100 yards. And the magazine as usual, it's flush fit, 10 round magazine, cheapos. You have to buy the 12 round online or the 15 round online. They have that online, okay? The initial 365, when I bought that, it came with a big huge suitcase that Sig gave out with their 365. Big suitcase, small gun. Now they've gone El Cheapo and started shrinking down. They give you just this small case with 2 10 round magazines. That's it you get with this. So for me, I'm going to basically get the 12 round magazines or 15 round magazines for my concealed carry so that I use that. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'll basically try and answer your questions. So please do subscribe to support this channel, and I'll basically respond to any of your PMs. Thank you for watching this.